We are going to just take you through pretty much the travel that a book goes through once it's requested and or returned to us, and the entire contactless pickup process, and we'll show you what our holds look like, this nice behind-the-scenes tour of the library during COVID, and then some of the intricacies and complications that our staff are just doing a beautiful job working through.
This is where all of the returns are received. Materials are returned at other branches, come back to this branch. This branch being the branch that does the largest volume of checkouts, also does the largest volume of returns. There was a period of time when about 20,000 items were returned and processed in this building. Now we're down to about 12,000 a week. So at one time, if you can picture the blue bins that are here, there were probably 150 to 200 boxes. Chrissy's got the photo.
Oh my goodness.
Yeah, on both sides.
Wow.
She came into the room. Right.
So we knew that after we had closed in March, there were well over 300,000 items that were out in customers' hands, and that those items would be coming back the minute we announced that our book drops are open. So we tried to stage the return, and we gave customers a month and a half, but not surprisingly, people returned things as quickly as they could. So for that initial period of time, we were flooded with return materials.
So at one time, this entire room was full of books.
They look like this.
It looked like that.
Wow.
Yeah.
Much better now, but it's a strange.
My goodness.
Because of contactless pickup, because of quarantining our materials for 7 days, we've had to turn the automated feature off. So we manually pick up everything, and as Christy's photo showed, there were piles of materials for months on end, no matter how often we came into the room to clean it. As you can see, I mentioned earlier that the volume of returns has decreased somewhat. It's still somewhat heavy. When we're open, somewhere around 200,000 items are lent out of this facility alone. During the contactless pickup phase of operations, about 17,000 different customers have placed requests to pick up their holds. And we've processed about 75,000 requests.
This used to be a meeting room. This is now our quarantine room. We quarantine everything for 7 days. So as customers return it, we get a full bin. We will bring it back here. You notice each of the bins has a white paper on it with the date and the time. So we know that we cannot check it in until 7 days from that date and time.
So at one point, this room was completely full of bins. We had to use another room, and you'll notice the bookcases that line in the room. There was a point where the returns were so heavy that we were running out of bins to collect the books. So we would empty the bin onto the shelves just to empty them.
Right. All of the bins are new acquisitions
Yes.
for COVID.
Yeah.
These aren't things that we had on hand.
Right.
Yeah, they're only purchases.
I think most of the things that were out when we were closed for those months have now been returned. So I think this has dwindled a little bit, and I think what's being returned is just what people are checking out now.
That's right.
So it's dwindled quite a bit, well, substantially.
This branch is probably the busiest, if not the busiest, and one of the busiest in the entire state. I live in Montgomery County, and Olney is my branch. And when I go to pick up my books, there are maybe 5, 6 bags, 10 bags at the most on the tables.
So you said this is one of the busiest branches in the state.
Yes.
Absolutely.
My goodness.
Yes. It's a testament to Howard Countyans and their love of reading. It's not just
Hello.
the physical items themselves. We've also experienced a significant increase in the use of ebooks as well.
We fill about 300 to 350 of these bags a day.
My
And
goodness.
previously, it was 400 plus.
Wow.
So
Y'all are phenomenal.
customers, they reserve a book for themselves. And when they get a notice that the reserve is here, they can then call up or go online and make an appointment. And that tells us that we need to pull something for this person. And Lou talked about the little form that IT made, and that's what we use. And that's what I use to print all these labels. I go into that little list and print the labels. We'll bring them out here. somebody will pull them off of all these reserve shelves. And these reserve shelves go all the way down, wrap around, and come back, A to Z. I don't know how many are on there currently. I haven't looked at the numbers. But
A lot.
a lot. Well, you know, our reserves used to be back here, but there was not enough room anymore. So thanks to Angela and Tanya and everybody, they found the shelving that we could actually use, and it made our life a lot easier. And you notice we have time slots. We can't fit a whole day's out there, and these drop in periodically. Like, we're still getting, you know, 3 p.m. and 3:30 and 4 o'clock requests or appointments. So
Wow.
it's ongoing all day long.
So this room over here, we can walk over here. There are basically anything that was on the floor that had a soft surface to it, and even some of the hard surfaces like displays. We don't want people congregating. This room is now a storage room, for lack of a better term. And upstairs, the 3 meeting rooms upstairs are taken up with furniture. So when we eventually do open, the pack machines will be 6 feet apart, I mean like every 2 computers, so we'll be really minimal. But right now, we put that in there, and we get ready to open. So it's really worked out well because they needed room for shelving. And if we had left the furniture out, that would have been problematic. But also, because of the way the shelving is, we really can't have people in the branch right now either.
Well, the library has long been an integral part of our community, and I think that your ability to adapt but ensure that people are getting what they need, and in this time of being physically distant, still keeping people connected and being able to, when it feels a little isolating and in your home, still be able to explore the rest of the world, both real and imagined. You all are opening up that opportunity, and it shows that you've been thoughtful and creative and innovative, and I think that that is what Howard County looks to us all for, and you are exceeding that mandate.